Well, we talked about really celebrating big. That's what we talked about. I went a little bit more for myself into the history. It's pretty amazing because you start off with the idea, right? And then all of a sudden, and back then they thought, oh, the idea, and then next month we'll start building. Kind of that's kind of what I'm gathering, and that didn't really happen as quick as they thought it would. And then all of a sudden people started moving in. That to me is pretty amazing. They did know each other, and it was from the Episcopal Church, and so that's how it started. And we had Reverend Blood, and I did not know him, but his wife, he passed away before my time, but his wife was still here. She just recently passed away, not too long ago, but she was still here. And so you think about it, 30 years ago he had that thought and that idea, and she was still living here. It was always designated for 62 and older, and back then I think they really thought people of 62 and older would move in. We all know now they're 82 and older before they move in, and so sometimes I say not every cottage is taking into consideration the age group you're really dealing with, and you look. I would have done that maybe a little different. Maybe knowing what I know now, you say to yourself, probably should have done this a little different. But the campus itself, I think, developed really nicely. We talk about a lot. What we talk about is more of a continuum care, another care component on campus. But it would be nice if you had your own facility to be able to do that, and because once people get used to Londonderry, nobody wants to move anymore, right? You want to stick where you are, and those are things we will continue to talk about. They did have in mind that it would be a more affordable mid-class community. However, I mean, we noticed that with the cost of labor and the services that are being provided, that it's not really just mid-class, Are we the most expensive around? Absolutely not. But pricing-wise, it has increased tremendously. We're always looking for opportunities. We will never stop doing that, and that's part of what we have talked about in our strategic plan, to look at growth opportunities. What we know well and do best is probably independent living. Looking though at the other care component, it's definitely been a request from residents who have been here for a longer time, and we see it with prospects coming in. Mm-hmm. What will happen if, and so that, and something might never happen, but it's definitely asked, and I think we need to be aware of that and stay abreast of it. I believe that future will come, that you somewhat need to provide a little bit more care.